watching on our Showtime Sports YouTube page. Congratulations to Errol Spence Jr. for capturing the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World with a 10th round stoppage over Yordenis Ugas. He now holds the WBC, the IBF, and the WBA Welterweight Championships of the World, becoming a unified welterweight champion. The attendance for tonight, what a historic night here in Texas, 39,946. 39,946, the official attendance, and a man who put on a tremendous co-main event display coming off of a loss at the hands of Gervonta Davis for the world title, went out and finished off Yordenis Ugas in the 5th round. He got a lot of support and love from the fans here at AT&T Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, with an impressive 5th round victory over Yordenis Ugas, I present to you Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac, palabras, por favor.
Hola, ¿qué tal? A todos, buenas noches. Muchas gracias por el apoyo. Y bueno, estamos aquí más que contentos. Como yo lo dije desde el campamento, yo vengo a hablar arriba del ring. Yo vengo a buscar la pelea y vengo a conquistar el corazón de todo Dallas, y donde quiera que me presente, donde quiera que vaya, voy a dar lo mejor de mí para que el público salga ganador. Gracias.
More than happy. Is it working? Yeah. I'm more than happy, and I'm here to steal Dallas's heart, and I think I did that tonight, to where I was really happy with my training camp, and it reflected into what I did inside the ring. I couldn't have performed any better, and the fact that you got to see it, that this city got to see it, and I was able to celebrate with the people here, that meant a lot to me.
All right, if we have questions from the media, by all means, raise your hand. We have our outstanding PR team. Raise your hand, ask your question, and let us know where you're from, what media outlet. Thank you.
All right, this is Skip Brown from Dante's Boxing Nation by way of Aki TV. First of all, congratulations. Ryan Garcia on Twitter said he wants to fight you next. Let's make the fight happen. What is your response?
Ryan García dijo en Twitter que quiere ser tu próximo oponente. ¿Cuál es tu respuesta?
Él dijo que ganara la pelea. Ven Oscar de la Hoya, ven Ryan García, sentémonos a platicar con mi empresa y hagamos la pelea, y hay que hablar arriba del ring, no en redes sociales, y vamos a pelear, no a bailar.
Well, they said that I needed to win this fight. I won this fight. Now, Oscar de la Hoya, Ryan García, come on down and negotiate with us. Let's make this fight happen, but not in social media. Let's negotiate and let's not dance. Let's fight.
Pitbull, César Seda por aquí, Decisión Dividida, América TV. Oye, sabemos que Ryan García está hablando todo eso en las redes sociales, pero también comprendemos que la compañía PBC trabaja entre sí, y vimos hoy a un Rayo Valenzuela hacer un gran trabajo ante uno que fue rival tuyo. ¿Podría verse eso también, mexicano contra mexicano, tú contra el Rayo Valenzuela?
Bueno, la pregunta, the question is that, regardless of what Ryan Garcia is doing on social media, there could also be the possibility of facing Valenzuela in an all-PBC fight. Isaac, how would you feel about that? Isaac, responde la pregunta cuando quieras.
Yo lo he dicho, yo no me cierro a pelear con nadie siempre y cuando se lleguen a buenos términos entre mi promotor, mi manejador y su manejador de Rayo, con Ryan, con Lomachenko, con Cambosos, con Haney. Yo no me cierro a pelear con nadie siempre y cuando ellos estén dispuestos a pelear.
Bring anybody on. I'm not shutting the door on anyone. Whether it's Rayo or whether it's Garcia or it's Lomachenko, bring them on. I'm open to talk to anybody, but they need to talk to me first. That's where it all starts, really.
All right, James Bell from the Boxing Source. Isaac, coming into this fight, and when you came out for your introduction, you had one of the biggest reactions coming out there and had a whole lot of support. What did that mean to you to have all of that support here in AT&T Stadium?
Bueno, cuando saliste al ring aquí, te dieron una ovación muy grande. Digamos que fue una de las ovaciones más grandes de la noche. ¿Cómo te hizo sentir eso, el apoyo, el cariño del público acá en Dallas?
Pues yo me lo he ganado gracias a sacrificio, esfuerzo y arriba del ring, no haciendo publicaciones ni hablando en otros lados, sino con hechos arriba del ring.
I've earned everything I have right now, but I've done so inside the ring with blood, sweat, and tears, with the dedication that I put every single day, not with social media posts or anything like that, by doing what I have to do with gloves on.
All right, I'm going to give Isaac Cruz the floor to give final comments because we are, we've been very busy and we await the welterweight champion of the world. But Isaac, if you have final thoughts on what was a memorable performance coming off of your loss, coming out and wiping out Yordenis Ugas in the 5th round, I think proving to the world that you are without question a formidable force and a legit contender at 135. Your final thoughts before nearly 40,000 fans that you displayed your talents here tonight on Showtime Pay-Per-View.
Isaac, te luciste ante 40.000 personas hoy, demostraste que sos un contendiente de primera y que además te recuperaste de la derrota en diciembre del año pasado. Comentarios finales, ¿qué crees que sepa la gente de este Isaac Cruz que se lució con un knockout en el 5º round contra un ex campeón como Yordenis Ugas?
Que yo vine a dar un claro mensaje a la división, que Isaac Pitbull Cruz va a dar de qué hablar en la división y que no le teme miedo a nadie, a ningún campeón, a ningún clasificado, y estoy para los grandes nombres. Gracias.
The whole division is on notice. I don't fear any champion anywhere, anytime. I'm ready for all challenges. Bring them on. And thank you very much, everyone here, for coming to the fight.
I'm going to borrow a phrase from your promoter, one of the members, a part of your promotional team, Sean Gibbons of MP Promotions, and say, Viva Isaac Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. Viva. Congratulations, Isaac.
Thank you. Muchas gracias a todos. Gracias al Jaimon, a Showtime, a Manny Pacquiao Promotion, y a todos ustedes. Dios los bendiga. Buenas noches.
The Pitbull, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be hearing a lot from him. He allowed his fist to do the talking here tonight. Congratulations, Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Sean, congratulations, my friend. So what a performance by Isaac Cruz. But before we get ready to bring up and usher in the unified welterweight champion of the world, I want to go back and start off with how we began the evening on Showtime Championship Boxing. Brandon Lee with an impressive performance, a unanimous decision win over Zachary Ochoa. And then the main event on our prelims was tremendous between a Montez Stanionis. Congratulations to Lithuania's first world champion as he defeats Radza Butayev to become the new WBA welterweight champion of the world. Granted, now that is a secondary title, but Stanionis did make history by becoming the first Lithuanian to become a world champion in boxing. Then we started off the pay-per-view with a tremendous battle as Cody Crowley looked sensational by defeating Josecito Lopez. And then the action really picked up here at AT&T Stadium. Jose Valenzuela knocking out Francisco Vargas with a home run shot that was tremendous in the first round, elevating his record to 12-0 with 8 knockouts. And I think that Jose Valenzuela, with a performance like that, graduated from being a budding prospect to now a contender. And then in our co-feature, you saw Isaac Cruz in bounce-back mode, and boy, did he did it in emphatic fashion as he stops Yordenis Ugas in the 5th round. For those media members that are just joining us, or if you're just tuning into the stream, again, the attendance tonight here at AT&T Stadium, 39,946, nearly 40,000 fans saw what was a brilliant matchup. And again, we continue with action when it comes to Premier Boxing Champions on Showtime. You have May 14th, Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano. May 21, you get David Benavidez matching up against David Lemieux. And we just continue what will be a scintillating spring as we head into the summer. And we're going to take a quick pause and come back with the unified welterweight champion of the world, still the undefeated Errol Spence Jr. We are moments away from hearing from the champion, and there he is as we welcome in now the WBA, the WBC, and the IBF welterweight champion of the world. He told me on Wednesday it was going to be man down, and that's exactly what he did. A 10th round stoppage over Yordenis Ugas. I will give him the podium to have his moment. Errol, the Truth, Spence Jr., ladies and gentlemen, the unified welterweight champion of the world. Errol.
How's it going? I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, man. I think it was a big event. You know, Dallas really came out and supported me, and showed a lot of love. And you know, I showed my gratitude, like I said, on social media, showing my gratitude by not just telling them, but showing my appreciation by showing them in the ring. And I think that's what I did. Everybody enjoyed the show. They got their money's worth. I put on a great show and a great performance. And I appreciate everybody for watching it on Showtime pay-per-view and spending your hard-earned money and coming to the fight. Appreciate you spending your time and your hard-earned money coming to the fight too. Thank you.
Okay, the media has questions? Okay, we'll start over here.
Cameron Buford, Los Angeles News Observer, by way of Voice of the Fans. Congratulations, Spence, for doing your work, getting in there and putting them away. At what point, in the third round, that was an exciting third round, did he frustrate you in that third round? In the sixth round, did he piss you off?
It was just in the third round, I think it was like even the start of the fight, I was getting a little bit, you know, I was kind of off a little bit, you know, I guess the layoff, but I was kind of off a little bit and trying to find my rhythm and my range. So, and I was throwing like looping shots. My shots were coming a little bit hard, and I wasn't setting up my punches or just letting them go like I did in the later rounds. It started being more effective when I started letting them go. But at the first start, I started just throwing hard and trying to you know, put a lot of emphasis in my shots.
Yeah, this is Skip Brown from Dante's Boxing Nation by way of Aki TV. First of all, congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
Terrence Crawford tweeted, quote, "Congratulations, great fight. Now the real fight happens. No more talk, no more side of the street. Let's go." What's your response to Terrence Crawford's comment?
I mean, I already responded. I mean, I already said what I said when I was in the ring. I've been saying it this whole week, doing pressers and everything. I said, it's strap season. I got one more belt to get. And, you know, after I get through with Ugas, I'm coming at Terrence Crawford. So, yeah, I already know what time it is.
Errol, Cesar said over here, America TV, decisión dividida, Puerto Rico. Hey, we saw, this is the second time that we see the same thing happen with the mouthpiece situation, right? Do you have to work on correcting the situation with the mouthpiece? The same thing happened in the Garcia fight. You lost the mouthpiece and you went looking for it too. It's keep happening.
Hey, nah, you on point. You right. Nah, I gotta get a new mouthpiece. My mouthpiece been messed up. I gotta get a new mouthpiece. It's not molded to my mouth at all, so it's just flopping everywhere. Then so I gotta bite down real hard for it to stay in my mouth. So that's my fault. That's a rookie mistake for me, and that was a rookie mistake for me too. Like looking off and looking for my mouthpiece, and then, you know, I get punched like 3 times. So, you know, that was my fault too, because you're supposed to protect yourself at all times. So, you know, hey man.
Champ side.
Over here. Do you think it's going to be the same outcome?
I mean, I don't know what the future holds, but like I said, I'm gonna get a new mouthpiece.
Champ side, Errol, you really started right here in front of you. You really started applying pressure right after that situation. And can you talk about the dog, Michael Irvin? I saw him after the fight. He was very fired up. He said, "That's what we do. We break, mother." Can you talk about your style and that pressure that you put on to make a fighter break inside of the ring?
I think when the fight first started, I was being kind of impatient. I don't think I had my rhythm and my range, so, you know, I was throwing like looping shots, you know, trying to throw hard shots and trying to catch them. But in the later rounds, when I started, you know, setting my shots up and placing my shots and picking my shots and not throwing hard, but just, you know, letting them go, I think I was catching them a lot and, you know, breaking them down. And I felt him breaking down because, you know, he wasn't throwing like he usually does. So I was like, okay, I got him now. And then, you know, I just kept punching. You know, I thought the ref was going to stop it a lot earlier. But, you know, he just let it keep going.
Keith Heidick from BoxingScene.com. Congratulations, Errol.
Thank you.
Now that you've both made it crystal clear that you want this fight next, how difficult do you expect the negotiations to be, and what do you think would be fair for both of you?
I'm not gonna talk about what's gonna be fair for both of us. That's for the guys in suits to go over all the analytics and and stuff like that, and see what we both bring to the table, and then sort it out like that. So he got his people that take care of his business. I got my people. They'll meet up, and it'll make sense.
Earl, straight down. Danny Alvarez here. First and foremost, congratulations on the victory. There's been a lot of questions regarding the eye, and obviously now you got in there, you showed. People were saying it hasn't been man down in a while. You showed. How do you feel now stepping out of the ring, getting a TKO here in front of your home crowd, and obviously first fight back since the detached retina?
I feel good. I mean, it was a lot of questions that y'all had, not myself, because I've been in the gym, I've been sparring, so I didn't have any questions. Y'all had all the questions and the doubt, and saying he wasn't this, or he not the same fighter, or it's only natural. All the experts, it's only natural that when you have eye surgery, you're gonna be tentative in the ring and all the other bull crap. And then as you seen, it was no tentativeness or anything like that. I was fighting. I was fighting to get a knockout. So I felt good.
Hey, Errol, James Bell here at the Boxing Source. Now, in key fights, it's all about adjustments that, change the momentum of the fight. In the third and the fourth round, you pretty much started to land that left uppercut, and that was pretty much where Ugas didn't have an answer for it. So, kind of going to those adjustments as far as, keeping consistent with the jab, but also incorporating the left uppercut where, he just didn't have an answer for that.
It's just about making adjustments, like you said. I think that's just my style. I make adjustments on the fly, and when something's not going right, that's what I do, and I try to look for different things. So, I was throwing the left, it wasn't working, so I was jabbing, setting it up, and then throwing the right hook, and it was working. Then I was throwing my short shots underneath, and then coming over the top, and that was working. So, I was just trying different things, and, and the things that was working, I started using more and more and more as the fight started going, and I started settling it in.
Earl, congrats, champ. Steven Cureño, KO Artist Sports. Your body attack was vicious tonight, man. And do you feel that helped open up the shots to the eye? And with the eye closing, did you see it closing, obviously, and maybe kind of start going for it more, thinking maybe the stoppage would come from that?
I did see it closing, but I was just targeting, what was open, and just trying to punch through his guard. 'Cause I know a lot of times he just sit and brace himself, and try to take the shots. So I was just punching through the guard.
Okay, we have time for one last question.
Thank you. Valencia King with Real Talk Sports right here. Earl, congratulations again. My question is, you came out to none other than Southside the Realest. It's the Big T-U-C-K. What was that moment like for you? Because the city of Dallas was on 10.
Yeah, that's what, I aim to do, especially fighting in Dallas. I want to bring homegrown, people that's from the city. And, I think it was a great moment for the city of Dallas, because to me, that's the biggest song that ever came out of Dallas, and everybody know that song, so word for word. So I feel like it was a great moment, a historic moment, and I'm gonna keep putting on great shows and great performances, and if I can, I'm gonna come out to, this is my third rapper from Dallas that I came out with, so. I'm always trying to, show love, back to my city, especially, if somebody has a great song, I want to get them as much exposure as I can.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the time off, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give a round of applause to Errol Spence Jr., ladies and gentlemen, the unified welterweight champion of the world. An incredible performance. Also, Derek James, his esteemed trainer, his entire team. As Errol Spence, just the first guy to main event 3 times. AT&T Stadium. Thank you to the media. Thank you, Dallas, for being unbelievable. Have a great one, everybody, and congratulations once again, Errol Spence Jr., the unified welterweight champion of the world before nearly 40,000 fans here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good night, everybody. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.